Following the suicide by game of the recruiter, Gi-hun deals with his two other visitors, concerned cop Jun-ho and terrified loan shark henchman Woo-seok, whom the recruiter kidnapped and stashed in a motel room while he conducted his lethal business with a Gi-hun. Woo-seok, who never met Gi-hun in person before, and only sort of believed the whole story about the island and the game, becomes a true believer after his encounter with the recruiter and seeing Gi-hun's massive stack of cash. Devastated by the death of his boss, Mr. Kim, a close friend who gave his own life to save him, Woo-seok is now as dedicated to the cause as Gi-hun. Jun-ho, who nearly arrests Gi-hun for murdering the recruiter until Woo-seok brains him from behind with a fire extinguisher, reminds Gi-hun they met in that brief interlude between games last time. He also reveals he was undercover on the island itself, in search of his brother, In-ho. He does not reveal that In-ho is the same black-masked frontman for whom Gi-hun is searching, for obvious reasons. But Gi-hun isn't out to kill the frontman. He wants the men the frontman is a front for, the so-called VIPs for whose entertainment the games exist. To this end, he has Woo-seok hire a team of ex-military mercenaries to support himself and Jun-ho in the hunt. They conduct target practice in a cavernous series of rooms hollowed out for this purpose by Gi-hun, the reveal of which is one of the episode's most fun moments. And they'll track his movements via a device implanted in a fake tooth in an act of unauthorized dentistry, another of the episode's most fun moments. Everything does not go according to plan. Gi-hun and Woo-seok go to a nightclub to which the mysterious game masters send them on Halloween night, with Jun-ho and the mercenaries close behind. But all the surplus masked and costumed revelers make it easy for pink jumpsuited game minions to take Woo-seok down and lead Gi-hun to a waiting limousine that whisks him away. Jun-ho and the mercenaries pursue, but between a sniper and a small explosive device, the tires of their vehicles get taken out, preventing them from continuing the chase. This leaves just Gi-hun, locked in a stretch limo, talking to a voice emanating from a speaker in the shape of a golden piggy bank. He verbally spars with the disembodied voice of the frontman, who indeed congratulates him on improving his way with words in the 2 years since last they spoke. "The games will continue," says the voice from the pig, "until the world that is created, the class. Disparities that drive the game changes. Gi-hun vows he'll make it do so if they put him back in the game." Knockout gas spreads through the limo, and the divider rolls down, revealing the frontman in the passenger seat. Half of this episode is dedicated to a new character, No Eul. Much like Sae-byuk, one of last season's standout characters, she is a North Korean defector, though she went the extra mile of fragging her commanding officer in the process. She left behind a 1-year-old daughter, but the same broker who worked with Sae-byuk last season and who's now trying to help Gi-hun get her mom across the border too, says there's really no hope that the infant son of a traitor is still alive without her parents. No Eul now works at an amusement park as a costume character, sleeping rough in her car in the parking lot at night. Despite her chilly demeanor to the other employees, she's a delight to the children there, especially to little Na-yeon, the cancer-stricken daughter of a fellow employee. The little girl loves the pink bunny so much that she bursts into the dressing room and gives her a little drawing of the two of them together. It's beyond cute, for real. But when Na-yeon becomes gravely ill, No-eul accepts a mysterious invitation extended to her by a mystery man, in the form of a familiar brown business card. She arrives at a bridge underpass and steps into a changing room in the trailer of an 18-wheeler, where she puts on an equally familiar pink uniform.